Hey, Trevor.
Who's that? Hello? Okay. Hey, guys.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Can you hear that music?
Yes, I can.
Yes, Trevor.
Is it loud?
Yeah.
I think I got the music working. I tell you what, it's so interesting. Hey, Mark, how's the top of Mark Green's head? Just like at the top there.
Sorry, mate.
AJ, I got AJ back.
Hey, how are you, Trevor?
I thought you were in BNI world.
No, they haven't shifted over yet, so it's still Friday.
Cool. Well, good morning, everyone. We got Mark on, we got Sonia, Grant, AJ, Slava woke up this morning. Apparently she slept in before. But guys, we've got 2 minutes. I'm just going to get us prepped up here. But I was mucking around with Sonia last night to get some music playing. So I'm hoping that all of you can hear some music in the background. Is that right?
Just need to turn it up a little bit.
Can you hear that? Yeah. Right, how's the hair this morning? Look like friggin' Disco King or something. How are we all feeling this morning, guys?
Good.
All good? Gee, I got to tell you, this getting up to do this every Tuesday morning, I got to say it's been really good for my discipline because it makes me go to bed early, it makes me prepare. But then, like, I've got everything sorted, and I'm like, shit, it's 6:30 in the morning. How good's that? So, thanks, guys. You're keeping me on my job. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's. We've got 1 minute to go. I'm gonna pause that, and I'm going to stop that. And can you guys see that screen?
Yep.
The PowerPoint?
Yep.
Everybody.
Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, so, hey, Catherine.
Morning. How are you?
Long time no speak.
Yeah, I know. I had a bit of a late night last night, so first time ever I slept in.
Yeah, funny how that happens, isn't it?
Yeah. How are you guys? How are you? It's been a while speaking.
Yeah, I've been great. I've got my goals for the week. So
Cool.
I write these out every week. So this week is I wrote another book for my chapter, a chapter for my Get It book. Mark and I is kicking off today. Mark Cullen, run the Get It Club. That's you guys. 5 members now. I'm speaking at the Chamber tonight. 20K is my goal to make off tonight or more.
Oh, good stuff.
Nick Alcorn, Roger's email's out, Tamarin's out. I'm speaking at the South GC Expo Friday. Saturday night, I'm going out with friends and drinking red wine. Get It Club, I'm organising Matt Wygate and Pat Mercedes this week. Sunday surf, that's my week.
Ooh.
I know,
Well, I had a good week.
Clearly I don't have children. It's so funny because I've got to get used to talking to the camera and actually not look there. Okay, let's get into it, guys. Alrighty, so now I've got to find my PowerPoint, which is here somewhere. Alrighty. All right, so you guys can see that?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No.
All right. Sorry, guys. I'm still trying to.
I can see you.
I'm still trying to get my.
Perfect. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's kick off. We're 1 minute past. We have got a lot to get through this morning. So this morning, welcome to the Let's Get It Club, our virtual business growth coaching club. And hang on, I'm just going to get this pause. This where do I mute everyone again, please, Sonia?
Manage participants.
Yep.
Participants at the
Thank you.
bottom. And
Okay.
then, no
All right.
worries.
All right, so you're all muted for the moment. I will bring you guys back on in a moment. Let me just get an overview. We're here at the Get It Club, and a message that I heard from Arnold last night, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he said, you can have it all if you're willing to push past fear and push past being tired and push past doing all the things that our mind stops us from thinking that we can do. So I thought that was a very, very profound message that he shared. And Sonia, I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to keep you unmuted, all right? So
Okay.
just in case I need you. All right, so let's continue on. Why the Let's Get It Club? It's a place for all of us to belong as entrepreneurs from the comfort of our beautiful warm homes and offices all around the world who want to grow and thrive and survive. And also, I think why I built this club was for people with limited time, limited resources to invest, but want to get a better result, and really that understand the value of networking, building referrals, which is very much what I'm about for the club. And it's really for people that I feel have a drive like myself, who want to go get more, want to achieve bigger goals and really push way past our comfort zones. And in the words of Grant Cardone, I don't know if any of you, if you haven't heard of Grant Cardone, I'd look him up on YouTube. Grant Cardone, he's very American, but he has a lot of very strong messages. And one of the things that he said is, he doesn't think much, but he does a lot. And I thought that was very profound. He said there's times that he thinks, but most days with his work about prospecting, speaking, meeting, developing, more in the doing. And I think it's the thinking that kills us. Yeah, it's the thinking that stops us. So let's keep that as one of our learnings for today. Just very quickly, who's Trevor Russell? I'm your facilitator for those of you who don't know me. In my capacity, professional capacity, I do sales growth coaching, business coaching, consulting, speaker training. This Friday in the South GC Expo, I'm doing my workshop on how to get speaking, get wealthy, how to become a speaker, how to get to events and actually get speaking engagements, how to make money as a speaker, if you want to come along to that on Friday. And really for me, I have a commitment to support people like yourselves to go get more of what it is that you want out of business and life. That's what I love doing. I know your world. I know what it's like to do well. I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to have to sell a skateboard or I can't eat. And I know what it's like to be living with a lot of money. And I also know everything in between. So we're all on the same journey together. And I'm really honored that you are willing to invest your time here with me to help keep you guys on and moving forward. Okay, so just very quickly, I want to say thank you guys. You guys, yay, for showing up. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Come on, here we go. Come on, Mark Grant. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Wake up for being here. Couple of results for this week. Mark Cullen and I had some great conversations. We're now doing some great work together. Catherine and I met last week. I feel that she's got more clarity and direction about what she wants to do. Mark Grant and I met. I'm joining up on his fantastic payment system for Expos machine, payment on my phone, direct debit. So guys, any of you that are currently feeling that you're paying too much to collect money, i.e. through your banks or possibly this service that starts with P, that you should have a chat to Mark, because it's a lot more affordable and the technology is really sharp and efficient. Roger Davey and I met, good meeting. We're now working on his marketing to get him more events and get his programs out there. Slava and I had a great conversation about getting her. We'll be announcing a workshop that she's doing, how to start having a love affair with your body, and all of us can hang out with ourselves more and not have to go out. Just kidding. She does great work as an eating psychology coach, and Mark Cullen's going to be talking with us today about what he does. It was great to hear Roger is already using the consult to enroll process. Mark Cullen is getting prepped for the Expo, so that was really cool. I got a reply from Bendigo Bank after our friend Ian Kingwell and I are working, and I sent them a wow gift, which were these brownies and a card, and the manager said, got it, thank you. So he and I are in conversation. So cheers, guys. Great work. Okay. Members in the club, we've got Mark Cullen, Slava, Mark Grant, Roger, Catherine, Melanie, Sonia. The team grows. By the way, any of you that feel like you'd like to get 3, 4, 5 hours back, Sonia is the girl to speak to. She's great at what she does. She helps me with all the little bits and pieces, and I honestly could not be doing this with my schedule if I didn't have Sonia. Now, she's not doing 50 hours, 5, 10 hours, very affordable. And I promise you, for the small amount of money that you're paying her, it will free you up. So have a chat to Sonia. I'm going to email all of you each other's contacts, so you know who's who here in the Get It Club Zoo. I'm going to put Sonia's going to put everyone on Facebook, and I'm building a members area on the Get It site, and I'll have all your details in there. So I will have you guys out there in the world so you guys can work together more. Okay, today we're going to go through the 7 keys to go get networking and expos and get clients. Would you guys like to know more about that? Yes? Very good. Okay, Mark's going to give us a quick shout out presentation on the importance of protecting our most important asset, and that is our business. And as I say to Mark, it's one of those necessary evils that we need to know more about, but I'm going to leave that to Mark and I to go through what he does and what's coming up in the Get It Club. We'll wrap up at about 8:15, and then I'll be staying around for anything that you guys want to Q&A on to help keep you guys supported and on and focused. So let's continue on. Okay, I'm going to unmute everyone, so if there's any kids in the background, screaming cats, dogs, maybe you could put a muzzle on them for a minute, and let's see what happens, because I'm just going to do a quick shout out. One, let's say 3 of you, and let's keep it, guys, to 1 minute. Short, sharp, quick. Anything you did, anything that's a result, how good you feel, that is the brief, okay? Maybe first in best dressed, who wants to share?
Hey, Trevor.
Hey, guys. Hey, Mark.
Thanks to AJ for inviting me to his BNI Platinum meeting last Friday.
Okay.
Very successful for me. You picked up at this stage 6 very, very hot opportunities from that meeting. So thank you, AJ.
Wow, congratulations. That's great. Okay, so just if I can add to that quickly, Mark, 6 opportunities. As we know, me being the loudmouth leader here, got the lead.
Yep.
What's the next step?
What I've actually done, I've actually connected with everyone by email to say thank you, pleasure meeting you.
Yep.
And connected them on LinkedIn and Facebook.
Yep.
And then from there, what I've actually done, 3 of them will be in 3 weeks' time. So I've diaried to say, in accordance with what we discussed, I'll contact you in 3 weeks' time. The other 2 are returning phone calls today with meetings for next week. I've got a meeting booked in for Friday before the Expo.
Okay, fantastic. So just, guys, on what Mark's done there, I hear that, and maybe you did this, maybe you didn't. Just to always remember, all very nice and lovely. Yes, connected, see you. However, the 2 words I love, the 3 words, but most importantly, what I look forward to do is helping you with this friggin' big pain that you've got around spending too much money or suffering with this or dealing with this, so I can help you cure that. That's why people really want to meet us, guys. So if you can always remember, after all the love and cuddles and beautiful to meet you, most importantly, what I want to do is help get clear on why you're paying 7 to 12% in fees on your payment gateways, and let's reduce that down to 2 to 3% and make the process a whole lot easier. That's what I look forward to talking to you about. Cool? Thank you. Okay, who's next?
Yeah, okay.
I'll go next.
Catherine,
I'll
go.
go next. Okay, so I've got a couple of appointments to go and see. One is the real estate, and I made an appointment on Thursday, I think it was, or Friday, to see 2 people in the Marriott Hotel for, yeah, I've even seen them, so it was great. Yeah, for the, you know, creative art workshop. So one is the HR for the, and the other one is the events coordinators for external events, so people that come to the Marriott Hotel. So
Wow, that's so good. So let me ask you, have you ever done that type of prospecting before?
Look, a little bit, but not really.
Okay, so firstly, congratulations. Give her a round of applause, guys, seriously. And secondly, did you live?
Oh, more than lived. I had a good time.
You lived, right? And
Yeah.
could it potentially go somewhere, and even if not with them, did you learn something that you could duplicate somewhere else?
Well, I certainly learned something that I could duplicate because I've made contact with a few others. It's tentative at this stage. The gatekeepers are a bit tough, so I have to just take a step back and find a way to get through the gatekeepers.
Great,
But the
okay.
feedback is positive.
Fantastic.
So the feedback.
And we'll talk more about getting through the gatekeepers, definitely. But guys, well done. And very quickly to add to that, to go and make 1 0 in the marketplace, or 2 zeros, in other words, $10, $40, $90, it's easier. When you start, as you want to go make 3 zeros, 4 zeros, 5 zeros, the universe says, we're going to make you do a little bit more work to get those 3, 4, 5 zeros. However, the payoff at the other end will be a lot better. But I tell you guys, listen to me. If you don't know this, no one's prospecting out there. No one is prospecting. I tell you, you think they are. There's no one calling. There's no one ringing. There's telemarketers. Did anyone call you this week to say, hey, you know what? We've got a new BMW in the showroom. We're going to do an event and invite everyone to come and have a test drive. Did any of you get that call this week?
No.
No. You see, we've built a whole new online website platform to help you get more leads and clients. Did anyone get you that call this week?
No.
We all got emails, is what we got, right? So thanks, Catherine. Okay, one more. Go, Mark.
Yeah, I had a client that wanted to buy a product off me. I didn't hear back from him for about 2 weeks, and I followed him up a couple of days ago, and I offered him a discount, an opportunity to get the product moved. And he took the discount and also brought 3 other products as well.
Yay!
Good job. Would you normally go and do that, Mark?
It's a bit of a foundation strategy for me at the moment with some products that I'm selling on another business. So I'm just trying to get a bit of a turnover interest in the product, because the more that product gets seen, hopefully there's more buyers out there.
Yeah, great. That's great. And I think I heard in there, I'm going to go get some more products out there. Sounds like you're in the right place. Good job. Thanks, guys. All right. Thanks, everyone. Let's continue on. I've got a time for one more. Would anyone else like to share quickly? Eden?
Yeah.
You want to share?
I had a pretty crazy week.
You had a cruisy week.
Having said that, it's still working.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I actually scored a new client this week too. So
Okay.
it was with my partner's business, and basically her boss was exactly like you said, having issues with, which in this case was her web host, and just her website was built obviously by someone else. But
Can you speak up a bit, Eden?
yeah, mate. So their website was a constant source of pain.
Okay.
And yeah, we've sort of started the journey of helping them towards solving the issues that they're faced with at the moment. And yeah, it's all looking pretty good.
Cool. Well, thanks, Eden.
Yeah.
Cool. Good man. All right, I'm going to mute you guys and then I'll unmute you in a minute. Let's continue on. All right. So today we're going to go through the 7 keys to get quality leads and clients from networking and expos. I'm going to take the lead here with you guys. So please listen in with your listening ears, take notes, write things down, because I don't know a lot of things, but I know a couple of things. And one of the things I know is how to get clients from expos and networking events. So if that is something of interest to you, I'm going to share with you what I've learnt. And I know some of you have seen this in the past, but it's one thing to know something, right? It's another thing to apply it. And again, while I don't know a lot of things, one of the things that I do know is preparation, practice, application, preparation, practice, and application. And I would like to say, as your friend and as your coach and trainer here, I would much rather hear that you did really crap application as opposed to no application, okay? Because very quickly, I'll share a story with you. A lady that I used to work with, she was a kinesiologist. I taught her all this process. And one of the things that I taught her was, which we'll go through in this script here that I've sent you, or Sonia sent you, is it's very easy to slip back into the world of what other people do. Because as human beings, we feel safe when we're doing what other people are doing. Does that make sense? So I taught her, when someone asks her, so what do you do? Or when you get up in the chair and people say, so tell us what you do. Most people go, hi, my name's Susan. I'm a kinesiologist. I've been a kinesiologist for 432 years. I love helping people, and away it goes, as opposed to, well, you know how there's all these people in the world that are in massive pain, their arm doesn't work, they can't even function properly because of the stress and pain that they're in. That's what I do. As a kinesiologist, I help them get connected to their body, and I help them get moving, and I help them get their life going. Does anyone ever feel like that? Because if you do, come and have a chat to me, and we've got a very simple process where I can have a look at you and see if I can help you. Thank you. My name's Susan. See the difference? So we went to an event, and after all the training, all the practice, do you know what she got up and said? Hi, my name's Susan, and I'm a kinesiologist, and I've been a kinesiologist for 432 years and blah, blah, blah. And I looked at her like, I shook my head. And she put her head down, and I said to her later, I said, what happened? Oh no, and she'd done the right way once before, and she got like 7 clients. And then this morning, I said, what happened? She goes, I was tired. I was tired, and I just thought I'd take the easy road. And I said, well, looks like you came here for nothing. You had a nice breakfast, because she didn't get any clients. So all I'm saying is, guys, I'm pressing the point. It is very, very hard to be different to everyone else. But I don't know about you, but I call it the 3% club. The 3% are doing things differently than the 97%, and that's why they're getting a different result. Yes? So do you guys want to be 3%ers? Say yes? Yep. Okay, let's go. All right, so here's the 7 steps. Yes, we want to have a nice stand. We want to have nice business cards and brochures, but we need to know what to say when we meet people. And that is going to be the majority of my focus this morning. What it is that we say to people, that is going to make the difference. We want to collect their details. As Mark shared there before, he went to the BNI with AJ. He got their details. And I know Mark Grant, being Mark Grant, he will see that all the way through. And if we have him between us as a safe room, Mark's a very beautiful, polite man. We just got to keep moving him to result and outcome. And I'd like to say, a little bit between us, get his pit bull on. So I hope you're okay with that, Mark. Yeah. So we got to get details, and we've got to follow up. Apparently, I don't know the stats, but you guys just have a think about it. When you go to events, how many people get your cards? Have a think about how many actually call you up. It's probably me and Mark Grant. It's probably who calls you up. And now all of you guys, right? So it's the follow-up. I'm going to unmute you guys for a sec, and I want to ask you guys a question. All right, quick question. Anyone, everyone, what do you think stopped people from following up? Roger?
Time management.
Time management. What else?
Fear.
Not knowing what
Fear.
Follow everybody.
No,
Every
I
lead
would-
I get, follow up.
Hang on a sec. I've got kids here somewhere. We're going to see if we can get rid of them.
Melanie.
No offense. Okay. All right. So who else? Sorry.
not knowing what to say, Trevor.
Not knowing what to say. Time management, fear, not knowing what to say. 3 of the most important things, right? Because what happens is people get back on Monday or Tuesday and they're like, what do I do? Then they go, I don't know what to say. And I think the fear is higher because people don't know what to say, right? So when people don't know what to do, the fear is higher. And I say as speakers and as salespeople, when you practice what you're going to say, even if you just put a few notes down, your fear will drop down to a bearable level. Does that make sense? So thank you.
Yep.
Very good. Very good. God, you guys are good today. Fantastic. All right, let's continue on. It's very quiet out there, so I'll keep you guys all unmuted. We need to have what is called a consult to enroll process. As we went through last week, that process of having that conversational structure that takes people on a journey to want to buy with us. Who that knows that structure now has been applying it?
Yeah.
To some
me twice.
degree, greater degree, lesser degree. Okay.
Yep.
Has it helped?
Yes. 2 out of
Yes.
2.
2 out of 2, 100% conversion. My God, high five. All right. Guys, it's one of the most powerful things to do, that if you can have a meeting and when you get good at the consult to enroll process, my goal as a sales trainer, speaker coach is just to have you get more meetings. Because when you get the meeting and you know how to take them on that journey, you know, there's 2 things. One is you have more fun. And secondly, you get more clients. So it's a good deal, right? Okay, the next thing is we want to agree. I'm just going to close so I can agree it's a match and get the business there and then. So in other words, what am I saying? We want to close the sale. In other words, you know what? Clearly from what we've talked about with what I do or what I represent and what you want, we've got a good match. Let's get started, shall we? Let's do this. Sometimes we can do this. For a lot of us, we can't in the first meeting. Roger has a big product that he represents. AJ has a big product that he represents. Grant has a big product. Mark Cullen has a big product. Eden has a big product. Sheeny has a big product. Very often we have to go away and do what? Do a proposal. Do an agreement to come back and have a further chat, right? So then, as I say here, we need to get an enrollment to come back with a proposal, right? Now, I learnt this language off a very successful direct marketer, and I really loved it. And after you've done your consult to enroll, to actually say, it's been great, clearly from what it is that you want to do, what I can do or represent, we have a match. If I can you? If I can go away, if I go away and prepare a proposal and a plan for us to move forward together, can you let me know a good time for us to reconnect so we can review that and decide if and how to proceed? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what I want to ask is, and I'm going to ask Mark Grant.
Trevor?
So Mark, only because we went through this just the other day, what is it that we're doing when we do the if I can you?
What you're doing is you're sure that, sorry, I've got tongue-tied.
That's all right.
Effectively, what you're doing is getting a buy-in from the client.
Yes.
What I also found beneficial from that discussion with you, also, it's sort of cutting back on my time as well, because in effect, on a Friday, I'm looking at my following week, just to see how many appointments I've got. I've got a target in mind, how many people I want to be meeting with, whether it be in person, on the phone, by email, Skype, or whatever it might be. So I firmly believe it's a good way to get conviction there and then. It also makes you feel as though what you haven't done is you haven't wasted your time. And I think it also gets around that fear factor as well. It gives you some success.
Yeah, definitely. And let me say, guys, if I could give you guys a challenge this week, which is this here, if you have a meeting or a proposal with anyone, I give you a dare. I give you a dare at the enrollment part of your meeting to write this down and say to them, if I put a plan together, or if I go away and write an email, or if I go away and do this, this, and this, can you let me know when it's appropriate to get back, or can you let me know what is our best next course of action so I know what to do? And you're going to get this in the recording, guys, so you'll get it later. You just watch what happens, because I tell you something, no one talks like this. This is what most people do. They go, oh, thank you, John. It was great to meet you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away. I'll put a proposal together. I'll send it through to you. And you know what? I really hope that we get to talk further. It was a real pleasure to meet you. Thank you. So you know what? John has had to do nothing. John just sits back. His brain's not really working that much. It's not working as much as how it would work if we were doing the if I can you. So guys, I'm going to move on, but are we on for that? Okay, very good. Because it's subtle, but it's powerful. All right, then what we want to do is we want to speak again, and we want to review, and we want to confirm, and we want to enroll. In other words, if we're going to send a proposal, a plan, or anything out, we've agreed on when it's time to reconnect and speak, and we have to have that next conversation and get the business, get the deal, and get paid and get started, right? Now, as you can see here, people that I know that are very successful in business do this process in one way or another. People that come to me and are in struggle do either one or two bits, and they generally do it really poorly, or they'll generally do something. But I know for a fact when we get these 7 steps cleaned up and get people even just good at it and doing it, not perfect, not ideal, not excellent, but just good at it, the money starts flowing. And before I continue on with the script, I want to share one thing with you guys. There's a thing in here that most people in business do not know how to do, even when I teach them this process. And I want you to have a think about what it might be that I'm going to tell you. It is knowing how to actually ask for the business. So when people get to the consult to enroll and number 5, agree it's a match and get the business there and then, or point 7, which is to review and confirm, which is to actually say, and this is what I say, you can use my language if you want. Well, let me actually ask you guys, before I say this, if we can be honest, who could or would like to be better at knowing how to ask for the money?
Yep.
I do too. We all need to, right? Very good. Okay, it goes like this. In the confirmation of the consult to enroll process, and Sheeny, I've got you muted, but I will email you a script of the consult to enroll a client script process so you know what we're talking about. And Jeff Summers, I'll email you a copy, and anyone else on here who currently doesn't have one. In the process, after we've gone through creation of what we can do, the benefits to them, in the confirmation, it goes like this. It's, okay, from what I can see that you want in relation to what I can do or what we can do for you, it looks like to me that we have a really good match. I say, let's get started, shall we? Shall we get started? Now, you can ask for that if your product and service allows for that. You can even ask it and say, let's get started, shall we? Which means I'm going to put a proposal together. Or you can say, you know what, how about we get started by going to the next stage? And the next stage for me is I'm going to put a proposal and a plan for how we could work together. Is that okay? What do you think, guys? Is that language okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Did any of you do that?
Clear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's simple, it's clear. And they go, oh, I've had people go, geez, you're pretty good, aren't you? Because, and I go, well, look, it's not that I'm pretty good. It's because I teach and work in this space. So I study it every day, right? Because I'm always teaching it. However, once we get those few little things, as Mark Grant said earlier, knowing what to say, everything changes. So just take that, guys. All right, thank you for your honesty. Now let's move on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through 2 simple scripts for us. Can I get a show of hands? Who's at the Expo this Friday?
Yes, Trevor.
Okay, very good. All right, so Sheeny, you're at the Expo this Friday, right? Hand up, let's go. There we go, she's awake now. She thought she was hiding out and I couldn't see her. She's in her pajamas too, did you know that? I've got you muted, sorry. All right, let's, where are we? Okay, so let's go through it, and it goes like this. I'm going to just mute you guys and then I'll unmute you. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just going to leave it. I think it's going to be okay. All right, so I'm going to use Tamron as the example. And Tamron is one of my clients and we've been working a lot on this, and I've just done her script, so I thought it'd be easy for me to use. Now, before I do this, guys, I want to give a disclaimer, okay? Would it be okay for me to just be okay at this? Would that be okay?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, I'm asking that question for a reason, because it's going to be different for everyone, but you will see the language in this is very different to how most people talk. For those of you who don't already know this, and for those of you who do know it, it'll be a pleasant reminder. But being okay at this is better than being perfect at it but not doing it at all, right? So it goes like this. It is, I'll pretend to be Tamron, and Sonia, maybe I can just role play with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So let's say Sonia's walking past, and when you're at an expo stand, we don't want to be like this. Hello. You know, like zombies. They did this study, this NLP study on people and how they conduct themselves. You got to be busy, right? It's like you're doing paperwork, you're chatting to people. Because if have you ever gone into a retail store and they go, hi, how can I help you? Hi, how can I help you? Does it piss you off? I don't like it. I want to be left alone. And they did this study where there was this person selling so much stuff in a retail store, and they went to them and they said, how do you do it? And this is what she said. She said, I look busy. So what she does is she'll be at the, she'll be walking around the shop, and let's say Sonia walks in, she'll go, hey, great to see you. What brings you in today? And she'll go, just having a look around. She goes, hey, you know what? That's great. I'm just doing a few things. Over there, we've got a new range of this, this, and this. Hey, you know what? We've got these great dresses. I think you'd look hot in those. I'm going to be over there, and if you need anything, come and grab me. Runs off, right? And then she'll come back and she'll go, gee, they're great tops, aren't they? We just got those in. Do you think she hasn't said once, how can I help you?
Mm.
And then the person goes, yeah, I do like those tops. Anyway, off it goes. Busy, busy, right? So at the expo stand, for Tamron might be standing there and she goes, hey, my name's Tamron. Nice to see you. What's your name? What's your name, Sonia?
Hello. My name is Sonia.
Hey, Sonia, what brings you to the expo today?
It's just so many beautiful businesses. I want to meet people. I've been here for 3 years and I'm a business person myself. It's a great place to meet people.
Wow, yeah, great. Well, and what business are you actually in?
We do virtual assistance business with Melanie. So we started our business here, and we're here to help other different businesses to give them 4, 5, 6, 10 hours free.
Wow,
to do
that's
what they're
great.
supposed to do.
Yeah, well, hey, that's wonderful, and it sounds like you've got a really good business there. I know so many of us need more time back, and that's the beauty of what virtual assistants do. As you can see, I'm here. I've got a boutique accounting practice, and I'm always curious to know how people are going with their accounting service, what they're getting, what they're not getting. How's all that going for you?
Say the question again, sorry.
So I'm always really curious to know how people's accounting things and services are going. Have you got an accountant? How's all your accounting, tax, financial plan, management stuff going for your business?
It is a very important person into our businesses, and yes, we need to have someone. I'm actually looking for someone who I can rely on and I can trust.
Yeah, well, thank you. That's yeah, I agree, and it's important to have a good accountant. Well, look, I can hear that's important to you. Now, depending out of role play how much time we've got, what I have developed for Tamron is a little Q&A process that she can take people through. Now, okay, someone's eating breakfast. Let me just find out who that is. Blocked. I can hear the bowl going.
Yeah.
Mark, it's not Mark. Adrian, no. Okay, I don't know who it is. Anyway, okay, so back to role play. So let's say back in Tamron, she said, well, you know, while I've got you, Sonia, there's a couple of things that I see that goes on for business owners, especially new business owners, and that is cash flow management, making sure that they've got their structure right. Have you guys got all of this in place?
We've got one, but I'm looking for someone who can actually sit down with me and really go through all my accounting and give me genuine personalized service.
Okay, real simple. Why don't I do this? Why don't I get your card or your details off you? I'll give you mine. Here's a little checklist to help you set your business up, some questions that you can go through. And if I give you a call on Monday, can we make a time and catch up later in the week and we can talk further? And if nothing else, I'll give you some value and a second opinion. How's that?
Yes, I would like that.
Very good. Take card, get card, high five. You have a great day. Next. Yeah?
Yep.
So I know that was very quick, but we've got a structure, right, guys? So all I'm saying is, what did we do? What are we doing here, guys?
Respecting them and their time.
Respecting them and their time, yep. Let me ask Mark Cully, what are we doing?
Also at the same time, we're prospecting. Just find some information out about their business and where there could be some value for your services.
Definitely. So what we want to do is we want to do a quick check-in, find out what they do. We want to present what it is that we do, but what we want to do is ask them some specific questions around what it is that their pain and needs could be in relation to what we do, collect details, and then ask them if I can you. Now, we've done that really well. Now, here's the next thing that needs to happen. Come Monday, Tuesday, we need to follow up, like we said, right? That's going to be the key. Okay, now, a couple of things to add to this, guys, for your expos and your networking. It is, I call it giving them some sort of little wow gift. So it could be a little checklist. It could be a little, hang on. Oh.
Stop it, Trevor.
All right, sorry, I'm going to mute everyone. Did someone want to ask me something? No? Okay. All right. So what we want to do is we want to give them a wow gift. But one of the things that we do want to be aware of is we don't just go into dialogue, crazy dialogue, because what happens is in these events, you're going to get smashed with people that really want to take up all your time because they're excited about what it is that they represent, okay? So you're going to get people that are, we see this, you know, no offense to anyone, but a lot of direct marketing businesses, they get very excited about wanting to share their product and service. And so they go into their pitch and it can be a bit overwhelming. So we've got to be very careful. And as I say, you know what, that's great. I can really hear you're very passionate about your product and service. But you know what, while you're here, can I ask you a few questions? All right, so that's that one. So guys, I've emailed you all. I've got this for you. Did you all get that?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so this document, my friends, if you're going to the expo, who would actually like to get some clients and make some money from the expo?
Yes.
Okay, what I would suggest that you do is, after this meeting this morning, I'd like you to write up the top here how much money you'd like to make from the expo or how many clients that you would like to meet from the expo and put that on there, because it's something that I have been doing for years, and what I call it's called setting the intention. And I know Sheeny's there, I know Mark Cullen's there, I know I'm there, Mark Grant is there, and I think Jeff Summers is there. So for any of you that are there, write down your intention, write your own script and follow the ball. Collect details, fortune in the follow-up, have a consult to enroll meeting, do a proposal if you have to, or get a yes or no on the spot, and follow up to enroll. Yes, guys? Say yes, Trevor, I'm going to do it because you want to be more successful.
Trevor.
Very good. Okay, so I'm going to just give you one more thing. I won't go into this in great detail because I'm going to invite Mark in to share with us. But let me just ask you, here we go. I'm going to unmute. Let's see how this goes. Has that been helpful?
Yes, Trevor.
Okay.
Very.
What has been a best thing that we've just gone through? Sheeny, what did you get from that?
I guess the conversation part in actually forming the conversation and not letting them waste time, not to be nasty, but I know that you're saying that people, and we've only got 6 hours, so if you divide it by how many people that you see, and there's 500 people there. So, yeah, the conversation part and closing it.
Very good, very good. Who else?
Preparation, practice and application, Trevor.
Yeah, very good, Mark. So guys, it's pretty straightforward once you've got the process. I've given you the process, and go have a great day. The other thing is I've given you this script. This is for networking, and very simply, we'll address this another time, but I've given it again as a little gift that you can review. So let's just say we're at a networking event, and what do people generally say at networking events? It's so what do you do? And I just love this opening line, which is, so you know how there's all these businesses that actually struggle with XYZ, or they need, let's say Sheeny, for example. So you know how there's all these businesses that want to be on social media, they want to get found, they actually want a presence on the internet, and they'd even like more clients and sales. Well, that's what I do. I'm a specialist in helping people market their businesses affordably through social media. Hey, I'm always curious to ask, how's your social media going? And most will go, it's in the shit, Sheeny. I don't know what to do. I want to do it. See the conversation, and on the journey goes. So take that. All right, so thank you guys. This will be on a recording that I'm going to email all of you. But now what I'd like to do is, I'd like to ask you guys, Mark, you've said practice application. Anyone else?
Time now.
The time is 7:45.
7:46.
Okay, so let me ask you.
20 minutes? Is that 20 minutes?
Hang on, someone's talking to someone here.
Mel, I think.
Mel.
That's Mel.
Mel has a great time there, doesn't she? Okay, so actions, anyone else? 3 actions.
Oh, 3 actions.
The way that I'm going to introduce myself.
Yep.
That's what I've really picked up today.
Yep. So I'd say,
Pick up
guys,
the problem that may arise and introduce ourselves and give a solution. That's
okay. You guys know what to do. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce Mr. Mark Cullen. He's going to spare a few minutes with us, and he's going to share with us about, let's all take a deep breath. Adrian's looking very relaxed back there on the lounge. I don't know if he's going to be doing any breathing, but let's take a deep breath. Okay. Mark Cullen is a new friend and a gentleman that has opened my eyes up to some pretty interesting things around what I call the necessary evil of our business, which is to protect us for a lot of different things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up a PowerPoint for Mark, and we're going to go through quickly and have a look at what he does and how he can help us if any of us want to take this up now or later. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing for a minute, and I'm just going to do this and bring up Mark's presentation. Okay, and I have lost my thing. Okay, share screen. Thanks, guys, for your patience. This is clearly not my strength, right? So,
You're doing well.
thank you.
Yes, very good.
Okay, can you guys see Mark's presentation, Cully 7 Risk Solutions? Okay.
Yes, we can.
Yep.
Mr. Mark Cullen, over to you, sir, for the next few minutes. Tell us what you do, and I'll walk through your PowerPoint with you.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Our main service for our company is trying to help and protect businesses from hazards and risks with a diverse field of security risk management, fire safety advisory, ICT risk management, and health and safety. We all apply the principles for risk management in our day-to-day life, and as an example, when we all get up in the morning and get ready to go to work, we turn the iron on, and our first control point is to make sure that iron's turned off so we don't start a fire in our house when we leave. And when we leave our house, we make sure we secure our premises and our door. That's not mine.
Sorry, I'm just going through and finding out who it could be. I think it's Catherine.
No, it's not me.
Okay, well, you're not muted anyway. All right, AJ, sorry, someone's got a dog out there. Okay.
Probably me, Trevor.
Who's that?
Mick.
Oh, hey, Mick. All right, hang on. That Mick's done. Sorry, please continue, Mark.
And then also, lastly, when we hop in our vehicles and ready to drive off, we put our safety belts on. So we're really applying the principles of risk management. Sorry, that's my dog next door now.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just close the door. Sorry, guys.
And one of the things that I'll add, guys, for Mark's business, so you know how there's all these businesses that hate actually getting sued and actually hate the thought that if someone trips over, smashes their head, we could lose our whole friggin' business. And I know it's a necessary evil, but it can happen, right? And one of the things that I've even thought about with Mark, and I'm going to enroll his services to do a report for me, I train people at home. I don't have a health and safety checklist in place to make sure that if someone comes in here and slips on the tiles and they smash their head open, I could lose everything. And so for a few $100s for Mark to do a report, so I know what to do to get prepped myself to protect my livelihood and my cash flow, that is one of the things that I can see that we need to do. And again, I know everyone goes, oh, shit, Trevor, I thought this was a motivational club. I know it might feel a bit like that because it's how I felt, but guys, I do know one thing. There's the difference between smoking and having to cure the cancer, or not smoking and having a fit, healthy body. So, Mark, I'm going to hand it back over to you. One of the things that I've seen here is this beautiful diagram. Could you tell us a bit about this journey that you take us on in business from a risk minimization perspective?
What we do is we have a few where we can assess your premises to make sure that you haven't got any noticeable vulnerabilities, that where someone can injure themselves, whether they're an employee or a customer to your environment.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
No, please continue.
And also, it's just not about the health and safety side of things, it's about fire safety. How many of you have got employees, but do your employees know what to do in an event of a fire? So they're also part of the legislation is that you've got an obligation to provide a safe environment and train your staff in any safety aspects. And also that comes into those that are dealing with cash handling as well. We've got a high percentage on the Gold Coast with hold-ups, ranging from service stations, liquor stores. When these companies start to become a bit more secure with using online payment systems, the criminals are going to start targeting small businesses, and they already are on the south side of the Gold Coast.
Because they have the cash.
They have the ready cash. They don't have the same controls in place. But as a business owner, you've got an obligation to keep your staff secure and protect them. And that just doesn't come from knowing what to do during those instances. It's afterwards how you aid them with debriefing, counselling support as well. So we can give you all that type of advice set out on an assessment form, and we also assess your premises as well.
Okay, very good. So, Mark, couple of key areas, because going through your presentation, I can see that we've got two things going on here. We've got the larger businesses that have a major premise, a major going concern, and then we have a lot of ourselves who are more home-based entrepreneurial businesses. As a home-based entrepreneurial business, would it be OH&S, fire and safety? What would be our most pressing importance that we need to have a look at?
Oh, it's definitely health and safety.
Yeah.
All those other divisions actually all blend into health and safety. So as a business owner, you've got an obligation to provide a safe premises for your employees and customers. Just a wee saying that I like to present to people is that even goes, and I've done this as well, when I go overseas or go skiing, whatever, I go, it won't happen to me. You're better off saying, I don't want it to happen to me, by putting control measures in place to protect yourself and your business and your family.
Yeah, look, and you know what, Mark, I want to say music to my ears, because I've had income protection insurance for years, and my insurance broker kept saying, and I'm like, 120 a month, and not that Mark's service is 120 a month by any means, but my insurance broker said, Trevor, you are self-employed. If anything happens to you, you do not make money. And I tell you guys, I'm a pretty fit, healthy person. I never thought this would happen to me. I actually contracted through a lot of stress a few years ago, chronic RSI, and I couldn't use my right arm. I literally could not type. All my neck and arm shut down. I literally had to go to bed for about 4 months to recover my body. And if I hadn't have had that $6,000 a month coming in through my income protection, I don't know where I'd be, honestly. I would have lost everything. So Mark's service is definitely not that amount of money. But guys, if we want to be better at our business for, a few glamorous dinners out to make sure that our home business is protected, I would highly recommend that you at least have a chat to Mark and just see if it's worth talking further, or any businesses that you come into contact with, so we can share the love, to please consider what Mark does. So Mark, can I just jump in and make a suggestion as to what we can do here for you?
Yeah, sure.
So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to forward everyone your details. And if you could just pay Mark the honour to reply to an email back to him and just say, yes, I'd like to have a further chat. We've got a little Q&A process that we've put together for Mark, and you can go through and ask yourself those questions. For him to come and do an assessment, guys, it's a few $100, honestly. And when you're ready, it's either now or later, have a check, because seriously, guys, I know it's not a nice thing to chat about, but there are some people out there that do some stuff to us that blows my mind. I've got an apartment over in Broadbeach I rent out. They weren't paying their rent. They weren't doing this. They weren't doing that. I had to move them out, and then they sued me. They sued me because I had to take my property back. And there are people like that out in the world, unfortunately. So the more protection and measures that we can have in place, and I say if we invest a little bit to make a lot, I think that is money well spent. And what I see with Mike does, while it's a necessary evil, and to invest a little bit to protect us so we can make a lot, is the way that I see it. So thank you, Mark, for your time. I'm going to forward everyone's details. But guys, do be aware, make sure your health, your safety, your home's safe, and Mark will get a report to you. Let's continue on. Okay, so where are we? Where are we? I'm going to just come back to our PowerPoint. Mark, just to wrap up on what we just talked about, is there anything else that you'd just like to share for us to consider?
You know, everyone's got a responsibility of duty of care. That's for yourself, your business, whether it's people's health, revenue and assets. And it's important that you're aware of your obligations, because if you do have an incident on site, you will be investigated by Health and Safety Investigation Department, plus also there'll be a police inquiry. And all we're trying to achieve and help small businesses is by making them aware of what their obligations are and help them to put controls in place so we don't end up with these hazards and risks.
Wow. Well, I know I'll be getting you to do a report for me, and I'm sure others will be too. So I'm going to get Mark's details over to you, and I do believe we have a duty of care. I know I have a duty of care to protect you, my clients, if you're here working with me, and I want to make sure you're okay and safe. So let's continue on. Thank you, Mark. All right, so guys, we're coming close to the end of our meeting today. Thank you so much, everyone, for playing full out. Go Getters, going to have a great week ahead. All right, so next Tuesday in the Get It Club, for those of you who are now members or guests coming in, looking at the club with us, or, you know, on this journey, I have got a mate of mine, Matt Wygate. Now, Matt is a sales trainer, very successful businessman, and I really respect what Matt does. And Matt has this amazing ability to really, as I say, push past a lot of fear, and he prospects with big clients. He works with a lot of large companies, and I'd like for him to come in and share his philosophy on what drives him to go out and do what he does by affecting bigger companies and lots of teams. So you guys looking forward to hearing from Mark, what he's got to share, so we can all play a bigger game? Yep, very good. I'll be welcoming other members into the club. We'll look at our wins and achievements. So thank you for that. For those of you who are looking at joining the club, we run every Tuesday. It's about getting upskilled, staying focused, continually to grow a business. I'm giving my time to members to help them work on their business. I promote you guys through our YouTube, our Facebook, online. And me being me, I really want you guys to get a great return for your time and money for being a part of this club. And you know what, guys, I've got to say too, in the 3 weeks that I've launched this club, I've built some great new friendships too. And a lot of you that I've known for a while already, just by this club and being connected here and following up. I don't know about you guys, but this is a pretty full-on journey that we're all on in business and life. And it's pretty cool to have some nice friends to continue to go on the journey with. And I want to say thanks to all of you for the ones that I've been spoken to over the last few weeks and are working together, because this is my life. You know, my business, you guys that I work with, it's why we do what we do. So I want to say thank you for that. That's a big part of what this club has brought. In the words of Zig Ziglar, he says, you don't get the goal, you always get so much more. And I really see that. So guys, I'm just going to move that through, you know, what we've got coming up. We're going to be learning more about getting clients. I'm going to do a session on purpose and passion with a friend of mine. I'm going to talk to you about how to become a speaker and go and get speaking engagements in the next few weeks. I'm going to do an off-site Get It Club at someone's workplace. That's really cool that you're going to love to see. We're going to talk about doing actual follow-up calls and get the meeting. I'm actually thinking, guys, I want to run an idea by you. I know this might sound a bit weird, but I'm going to unmute and let's see how we go. No dogs, no Melanie with kids. Sorry, Mel. I'm thinking of doing a live one day, get you prepped and do phone calls day. I know that would be pretty full on, right? But we're going to prep in the morning, basic script structure, and we're going to smash out like 20 calls, like companies we want to work with, follow-up prospects, whatever it is that we do. And you can go off into the corner where you don't have to sit at a table, but go off and we do our calls, we come back, we debrief, we go off, we do some more. And I just thought we'd do like a friggin' call boot camp for like 5 hours, prep, summary, call, prep, summary, call. So I'll let you guys know if that sounds of interest, right? And we'll call some companies that'll just make our hair curl, right? All right, so there's a whole lot of stuff going on here. I'm now on the hunt for Pat Mercedes to come join us. A friend of mine is friends with Pat, so I put a call to her. Ian Healy's going to help me get in front of Les Brown and Grant Cardone to see if we can get them in as guest speakers. I know Eric Bailey, and I'm sure he would love to come and have a chat to us.
He's awesome.
He's great, isn't he? Yeah. And I can tick one off because Matt Wygate is with us next week. Any of you guys that are interested in coming and joining the club who aren't already a member, I'm offering a business success review session. So for Jeff Summers, Sheeny, any of you guys that haven't already done this, I take you through a review process. We talk about your business, we talk about the club, and we see if we can give you some value and if and how we can proceed from there in the language of Trevor Russell. Okay, guys, we're coming to an end. I'm going to do Q&A in a minute, but two things. One, if any of you are around this Friday, if you're not already at the Expo, please come on down. It's going to be an outstanding day. We have about 700 people booked to come as guests. We've now got 115 exhibitors. Paul has asked me to do the opening MC, which is, I haven't even prepped for that. That'll be interesting. But me, big mouth Trev, I'll sort it out. I'll be doing my presentation on how to get, speak, and get wealthy. So it's going to be a great day. And guys, even if you come as a guest, collect cards, prospect, All right, as we come to a close, thank you guys. 3 minutes after 8, we're doing well. Thank you, Mark, for your presentation. I will get your details out to everyone. Thank you, everyone, for playing full out. It's been a great morning. And I want to leave you with this closing message, which is, I was at the beach the other morning. It was Sunday morning, and I was really reflecting on this club and the work that I do. And I have set a goal that I want to go out into companies and train teams on disc profiling, productivity, sales, performance. And I know this sounds a bit funny, but I've had a bit of fear about it because I love the one-on-one work. I love working one-on-one with people. I can do it at home. It's kind of comfortable and nice, but I want to play a bigger game. I want to affect more people. And I had a lot of fear around this. And I'm thinking, my brain saying, tell me if you can relate to these thoughts. Will it work? Will they want me? Does it help? Will it make a difference? Is it worth the effort? All of that stuff, right? Does anyone ever have those thoughts apart from me? Thank God I'm not the only one. And I got a message, and the message was, my need to go get that it is actually more important than the fear. Now, it may sound simple, it may sound profound, but for me, that message of me going and doing that and even seeing if I did it all and it didn't work is actually more important for me to go do than the stupid little voice and the fear. And I had a real shift, and I just felt like I wanted to share that message with you because you guys are all amazing. And if you've got any fears that may be holding you back from going to the next level and getting more of what you want to get, to do more of what you want to do, to sell more, to help more, to achieve more for you and your family, I say go push past fear and go dare to be everything that you can be. That's me, guys. Thank you. You guys rock. Well done. For those of you who've got to go do your thing. For those of you who've got any questions, I'm going to move to Q&A, and let's have a chat. And you guys have a great week.
Thanks, Trevor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions from anyone before we go?
Yeah, one question. What time is your, are you going to be speaking on Friday?
I think I'm on at about 1 o'clock.
The workshop? Okay.
Yeah, about 1, just after lunch, yeah.
Cool.
Trevor, I tried to call you yesterday in regards to reviewing that email. So I'm wondering if you were going to call me or
Yeah, I got that. I just could not get back to you last night because I was preparing this up, but I will talk to you today and we'll go through that. So I'll call you later. Yeah?
Great. All right, terrific. No worries.
So Trevor, in a like the expo coming up here and we're coming in as visitors, do you target certain groups of people? How would, I mean, I love what we've got today. So we arrive there. Do we look for people that are going to be the people we're looking for? How do we find those people?
Trevor, could I answer that for you?
What's that?
Could I answer that for you?
Sure.
Catherine, no disrespect to Paula or Trevor. I'm only relatively new in business, as strange as it may seem. What I've had some success with, and to answer your question, what I normally do, I know I'm in a niche market, pretty different to anyone else, but what I physically do is I make a point of going and understanding each stallholder and what makes them different to their competitors. And just knowing a little bit about them, and then suddenly 9 times out of every 10, and by the way, Mark, what do you do? So that's sort of what I do. I make a point of walking around there, but you make a good point, because what you've also got to take into account too is that some of the presentations, presenters like Trevor are worth going to as well. So you could really map out your day, and it depends on how much time you have.
Yeah.
Well, and just to add to that, I agree, and it's probably in line with what we just went through, which is asking questions around what it is people do. And I think as a visitor, psychologically, you'd want to spend more time in finding out about them as opposed to your pitch, because really they've gone there and invested the money to be there.
Yep.
But what I would do is say, have you ever considered, or do you ever get people coming in for events to work with the team? Because this is what I do. And what I would do is, you probably wouldn't go and speak to the lady who sells bunches of flowers.
No,
exactly.
You probably go to the pod company that looks like a substantial going concern. That would be a team that would need productivity, would need those. And, again, I'm a real person about setting what's my intention. Catherine, I would go there and say, I want to collect 5 quality cards, 10 quality cards, 2 quality cards, so I can go and have a quality meeting to determine if what I do is going to be relevant to them. Yeah?
Yeah.
Trevor, I've got a question.
Yeah.
Regards to, when you're at a networking function, not so much an expo, but when you're just, you're just there and they're putting on free drinks and they're putting on free food, and it's more of a party kind of an atmosphere than it is of anything else. And you've got all those people in the room. What I always find hard is that I don't get around the room to as many people as I would like in the time frame that I'm there, because I get stuck with the same person.
Okay.
They keep asking me questions, and it's not really relevant to what I'm trying to achieve on the day.
Okay, guys. So great question, Roger. Now, we're in a safe room here. There's 6 of us here, and I want to share something, which is, and no offense, Roger, this is a good case study. Roger is a lovely guy, loves having a chat, right? Very polite. Now, again, if it comes down to intention, and I'm not saying that we have to be like someone else, but you look at people that are in business, they will come, they'll chat, they're structured, they'll have a conversation, very nice to chat, and they move on.
Yeah.
Right? So this is something that I just want to share with you, and you'll see me there, and this is my little thing that I do. I will go, I'll meet, I'll be fun, I'll be polite, I'll have a chat, but I move on. Because you're right, we have only got so much time to be there, and it is an intentional decision to go and get value return for the time that we're investing there. Because you're right, have you ever gotten to something when I used to be like this. I'd go to something, I'd end up, no offense, but someone's bailed me up with a network marketing company in the corner, and I'm trying to be polite. And then I've realized, shit, I've just been here for 45 minutes and I'm not even interested, to be honest, but being polite. Now I go, time out, Michelle. I can really hear that you're passionate about your product. Fantastic. Just to let you know, it's not for me, but you know what? I wish you well. Have a great day. Next. I'm out of here, right? Not wanting to be rude, Roger, but I'm just saying you need to be intentionally clear in your mind. Why are you there? What are you doing? If you're there because you just want to go and chat and meet people, hang out and talk all day, that's great. But I would personally be thinking, me knowing you, you're going there to determine which companies that you could present Vivace to for potential events and programs, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Catherine.
Yeah.
So I've got a networking event coming up on Wednesday, and it's sort of more social, but how do you break into groups? Quite often a lot of these people go together, they know each other, and of course I know nobody because I'm here on the Gold Coast apart from you.
Okay, so you're going to go to a networking event, and how do you meet people?
No, how do you go to a networking event and break into the groups that have already formed there? So you arrive, people know each other, they've come together. How do you get into that to be able to find out a bit about them?
Okay, so there's a couple of ways, and one is what they do at a lot of networking events is people get the opportunity to present what they do. And then if you can do that, so you know how there's all these people that would love to paint, write books, do da-da-da, that's what I do. Then I find if you do that well, people will always come and talk to you. The other way that you can do it is, so let's just say I've got this in my hand, and one of the things when people are talking, so for you, Catherine, what I would suggest that you do is, have you got a book in you, as we talked about? Let's get it out, because Catherine and I have been talking about her running workshops to teach people how to write a book, right? Because she is a published author and wants to help people. And you kind of stand there and you hold it while you're just standing there listening. And people go, oh, what's that? And you go, oh, well, you know how there's all these people that like want to write a book? That's what I do. And then people go, oh, wow, that's really interesting. And off you go. Now, the third way is the Trevor way, and you're standing there and you come and you go, so what do you guys do? What do you guys do?
So you walk up to the group and go, what do you
fucking plow in. Just plow in. What do you guys do? Oh, I'm an accountant. Oh, cool. Wow, that's great. And Catherine, you've got that mojo. You could do that. So you got the chair, you got the wow gift, you got the, so what do you guys do?
Do a Donald Trump.
Do a Donald Trump, yeah. There's another thing that they call, and it's a bit out there, but it's called when you go up and there's a group, and it works really well at parties actually, and you're standing there and there's a whole group of people, you stand there and go, and when there's a pause, you go, do you know what? I have an intuition about all of you. And people go, what's that? And you go, I think you're all amazing and you're going to go and achieve everything that you want out of life. And they go, what the? That's another conversation. All right, guys. Eden, anything? Jeff, anything? Jeff, if you'd like, we can have a chat later about what we do here. But does anyone else have any questions? Because we've done really well today, 8:15. My God, it's good job. AJ, anything you want to ask, share?
No, just for the expo, Trevor, would you recommend us going the Thursday afternoon for our setups for our stalls?
You can't. We don't open until Friday morning.
Oh, okay, I thought Paula had sent out an email just saying you could get in between 2 and 4 on the Thursday. But
Oh, you can you?
apparently.
I haven't
She
read
sent
that.
it out.
I haven't read that email. So
Yep.
I don't know about you, but I don't like stress, and I would be going on the Thursday and having everything set up beautifully. So you walk in all fresh, Friday morning, ready to rock, have a great day. Nothing worse when you're clunking. The only thing with Fridays with Friday is you get to meet a lot of people and have a laugh. That's one of the benefits, as opposed to everyone will be clunked in and there'll be AJ just standing there at the table ready.
I'll go around and I'm going to help set up a few people.
And they'll be like, you prick, look at you, all fresh and organised, and we're all sweating and all messed up. Yeah, I think both of it can work, honestly. Yeah, that's cool. Jeff, did you want to ask anything?
No, you covered everything, I think.
Thank you, sir. John, did you want to share anything?
No, not at the moment.
Did you enjoy today?
Yep.
Very good. What did you like about it?
I know what I want and what I don't want.
Okay. What do you want?
Well, I'm a lone ranger, more or less. I do a lot of jobs that I only just want my own time, like trading and niche markets. So basically, I don't talk to anybody. I just do my job.
Great. Well, if you know what you want, that's great. Well, we can have a chat later and connect in. But guys, I'm going to leave you to it. Unless you need anything else, let me know. You've got my email. You've got my phone number. I'll check in with you later, John. I'll check in with you later, Jeff. You guys have an awesome week. I'll see you next Tuesday. And if I get to see you at the Expo, that'll be awesome. And go get them, guys. Go have a great time.
That was awesome.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Trev.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys. Ciao.
Bye.
Everybody.